Douglas County's Republican commissioners are expected to create a new government agency to escape the medical advice of their public health department, which is mandating masks in schools. It's a decision likely to come down at a meeting any moment tonight. And the decision could come with added legal costs if Dougco gets sued by a neighboring county that used to be their partner in Tri-County Health. Here's Steve Staker.
Of allegiance.
All of this has happened so quickly.
Indeed it has. Here's a quick recap. When Tri-County Health proposed a stay-at-home order last year, the Republican county commissioners in Douglas County first threatened to leave. They wrote a letter in July of 2020 giving Tri-County 1 year notice that they were leaving. But they rescinded that in November after Tri-County agreed to let counties opt out of their health orders. When Tri-County passed a mask mandate for kids in school this year, Dougco and Adams County opted out. Tri-County's board then voted to take that opt-out power away, which led to today.
A resolution withdrawing from the Tri-County Health Department.
It is very unfortunate that the actions are of our response to a pandemic have triggered this reaction and triggered Douglas County leaving.
Jennifer Ludwig is the deputy director of Tri-County Health.
To have it happen at the height of our response to COVID-19 was incredibly difficult and has added, taken away a lot of our attention that could have been spent on focused on the pandemic.
This afternoon, we got a copy of this letter sent from Arapahoe County's attorney to Dougco. It asks commissioners to slow this process down, worried that if they just leave, it might hurt the other two counties. And it threatens legal action if a Dougco Tri-County divorce hurts Arapahoe County. Ludwig says it very well could.
Them leaving sooner doesn't change the process that we're going through, but it could have early budget implications, because if we don't have the Douglas County funding next year, somehow we have to make up that difference.
A Dougco spokeswoman told me today it's too early to tell the financial impacts on the other counties. And so the commissioners move on. And if Dougco makes this decision today, they're going to vote in just a few minutes here, they'll have 90 days to appoint a health board. They already have that on the agenda for next week, and once that health board meets, state law says that the agency then exists and Dougco would be officially out of Tri-County, though they would still likely contract with Tri-County, Kyle, for all of the services you actually need a health department for, things like restaurant inspections, environmental health. They say they've paid Tri-County through the end of the year. They say they're relying on the goodwill of Tri-County to help them through this transition until they establish their own health department. But they would still rely on Tri-County to do all those things. This would just be a governing body.
The Republican commissioners have put a lot of pressure on the school district to drop the mask mandate. It's not immediately clear if they create their own health department that they'd still be able to barge in and tell the school district, you may not require masks here.
You could still have the school district listening to the CDC and taking the CDC's advice, the American Academy of Pediatrics. They could do that. They could follow that guidelines and those advisories. It'll be interesting to see if the political pressure shifts now and if the Douglas County School Board kind of becomes ground zero for this argument about masks inside schools.
Well, that certainly was the commissioner's goal, and they take a step forward tonight. Thank you, Steve.